Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to this video. Just starting out my YouTube channel. Hopefully, I can take this somewhere, who knows. Anyway, I just want to start this first video talking about the monopoly that is taking place with the NFL and EA Sports as far as football video gaming is concerned. The game you see running here is NFL 2K5. I believe this game came out in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the last officially NFL licensed game to be produced by 2K Sports. The reason for that is, I don't know this for a fact, but it's because this game came out for $19. 2K Sports had it released for $19. And I think that kind of made the NFL a little bit upset. And so they offered EA Sports an exclusive license, although I'm not 100% sure on this. But I think that's what happened. Either way, here we are now with the monopoly on NFL video gaming. And EA Sports is the only company allowed to make NFL video games. It's been 17 years now, 2004 up till now, about 17 years. So yeah, for those of us who have been yearning for alternatives to Madden, tough luck. We've been without alternatives for about 17 years. It wouldn't be so bad if Madden wasn't such a crappy game and it was actually of a quality and it was actually a simulation game for those of us looking for simulation games. A lot of us aren't, and I understand that. But they did sign an exclusive license for simulation, so it's like it doesn't make sense. Which brings me to this point: the NFL and EA Sports hold the same values. The two companies, all they care about is money. Okay? If you don't know that by now, you'll never know. All they care about is money. The only way we're gonna make some noise is if we stop supporting Madden, point blank, period. How do you stop supporting Madden? Don't buy the game. Don't use their services when you have the game, which is why you shouldn't have the game in the first place. So by services, I mean things like mods, the in-game purchases that they offer you. Don't give in to any of that. If you have to, play this game, I would recommend, I don't know, waiting a few months after it releases and then buying it used. I believe when you buy it used, it doesn't really count as profit for EA. So you could do it that way. But I can't tell you guys what to do with your money. It's your money. And I'm not going to tell anyone what to do with their money. But I'm just, for those of us who want a change, this is the advice I'm giving you. I haven't bought a Madden game. I think the last Madden game I bought, and I bought it used. I think it was, I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. Maybe Madden 2015, 2014. Maybe. I don't even remember. But yeah, that was the last Madden game I bought, and I bought it used. Just to see if anything had changed. And sure enough, nothing had changed. Yeah, so here we are now. A lot of people are complaining about the game after they've bought the game. My question to you is this: have you been awake all these years, or have you been asleep? Since this exclusivity license was signed, EA Sports really hasn't done anything to change this Madden series of games for the better. Think about it, really. Madden has not really changed. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed in any aspect. Gameplay, presentation, graphics, sure, graphics get better, and that's gonna happen with better technology. Usually comes better graphics that you don't really have to work that hard on. But what's most important is gameplay, in my opinion. Gameplay. That hasn't changed at all. And then I guess second most important would be like, features and then presentation. Those other two things have not changed either. And so my question to you is, why do you keep buying the game knowing this information and then complain about it afterward? You know, um, I don't understand that at all. I just want to say that the power really is in our hands, the consumers. It's in our hands, whether you believe that or not. The NFL and EA only talk money. That's their language. They talk money. That's why they're in partnership with each other. That's why they're not in partnership with 2K Sports. I believe 2K Sports, sure, they're a business and they're about money too, but in my opinion, 2K Sports has much more ethics and value than EA Sports and the NFL. I believe that 100%. Sure, a lot of people would say NBA 2K has all this um, in-game, what do you call it? Like money exploits and stuff like that, like kind of like Madden with Ultimate Team MUT. But in my opinion, 2K Sports is much more ethical as far as um, their consumers. They try and treat them their consumers in the right way. They don't just try and exploit them for their money. But that's my opinion. A lot of people might disagree, and that's fine. um, so yeah, if you look at this game here running, it's just amazing. This game came out in 2004. Okay, think about that for a second. 2004, and you won't find any way that Madden is better than this game, maybe apart from graphics. I just laugh thinking about that. To be able to even say that is just funny to me. Yeah, just apart from graphics, yeah, maybe just graphics. You won't really find anything else that Madden is better at this game in doing. Sure, that may be my opinion, but I truly believe that. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. And the only way we can have something like this again is if we stop supporting EA and supporting Madden. Because, like I said, the NFL, they hold the same values Electronic Arts holds, which is money. All they care about is money. They do not care about you, the consumer, and how you feel about their product. As long as you're showing them the results with your money, that's all they care about. They're not going to listen to you complain about the game after you've bought the game. You know? That's insanity. You can't support them with your money and then complain about it, thinking they'll listen, which they should listen because you're their consumer. But like I said, all they care about is your money. They're not very ethical companies, the NFL and EA Sports. Because of this monopoly between EA Sports and the NFL, I've actually stopped watching football games. I became disinterested. I didn't, actively go out and say, oh, I'm going to stop watching NFL games. No, it happened naturally. Actually, it's kind of strange. I just had this interest, in watching football games because I just felt like I wasn't interested anymore. Like I said, it wasn't. I didn't, actively go out and say I'm gonna stop watching football games. I just became disinterested. It just happened naturally. And I'm somebody. Football is my first sport. Like that's the sport I like the most. Not anymore. Now I'm more into baseball. I play MLB The Show now. That's my game. And for those of you, who are yearning for other sports games, I suggest you try other sports games like MLB The Show. NBA 2K is pretty good. Yeah. So that's where my most of my time is now with MLB The Show. But yeah, this is my first video. Well, this isn't my first video on this channel, but this is my first sort of commentary video on my channel. And as I said, I hope to turn this into something, meaningful. We can hopefully all learn a little bit from commentary and sharing comments in the comment sections. Please do like this video. If you did enjoy what I had to talk about, you can subscribe to my channel. I would much appreciate that. Trying to grow a YouTube channel is no easy thing. It takes time and support from the people who watch your videos. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I hope to do another video very shortly. I'll see you all soon. Take care.